Gaming Bolt presents 15 badass video game armor sets we wish we could wear in real life. Armor in video games is always cooler than in real life. Even if it's totally impractical, there are some we wish were real just so we could marvel at it more. Here are 15 such badass video game armor sets we wish we could wear in real life. T-51B Power Armor, Fallout. All the power armor in Fallout is super cool and well designed, but the T-51B worn by the Brotherhood of Steel is the classic. It manages to blend both a nothing special standard factory look with the futuristic setting of the Fallout world perfectly. Fallout 4 made the armor better, turning it into more of a tank that you have to climb into rather than something you just put on. Unlike a lot of gaming armor, this one might actually be useful in real life. HEV Suit, Half-Life. The hazardous environment suit in Half-Life is an iconic piece of armor. The magical suit was developed by Black Mesa to protect its wearers from radiation, blunt force trauma, handling of hazardous materials, traveling to the Zen, and it even slices and dices. You'd think it's not a great piece of armor, but seeing as how it protects Gordon Freeman from just about everything, it must be pretty sturdy. Scorpion Suit, Dead Space. Scorpion-level engineering rig, as it's officially known, is just cool looking. It seems like it'd be far too heavy to use, and it lights up your spine indicating your health status, but it looks awesome. With its glowing red lines across the mask, steel beams running across it, and sleek design, the Scorpion suit is one of the best in the game. Cog Armor, Gears of War. Given the absurd muscles of characters in the Gears of War universe, it would be impossible for any real human to wear the Cog armor. But it's got a unique sporting look to it, thanks largely to its mask. A mask, by the way, that looks a lot like the one from Doom. The Cog armor has blue patches and blue lights that give it a nice colour. The sleeveless version in Gears of War 3 is impractical, but the original suit looks great. Octocamo, Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. The Octocamo in MGS4 allows you to blend into your environment like a chameleon. It's got thousands of tiny sensors across it that record the wall or floor you're pressed against, and projects those colours on its panels, allowing you to blend in. It also regulates temperature, so it can't be picked up by thermal goggles. It can't take much of a beating, but it's supposed to keep you hidden so you don't have to take it. Madness Armor, The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. The Madness Armor in Oblivion is more or less your typical RPG armor. It's over the top, completely garish, but so cool looking. This full suit of armor, including a helmet and shield, looks menacing with its many angry faces and bones. Seriously, the shoulder pads, the knees, the chest piece, and the shield look badass. It's messed up in a good way, but it's amazing. NCR Ranger Combat Armor, Fallout New Vegas. The Ranger Combat Armor in New Vegas is functionally terrible. It's a heavy coat over riot gear with a heavy helmet. Don't forget the game takes place in the desert, so the Rangers are probably constantly dying of dehydration and heat stroke. But it's an amazing feel. That trench coat and light pre-war riot gear sets it apart from the competition. It looks badass, and what more could you ask for? Space Marine Power Armor, Warhammer 40k. The Space Marine Power Armor in Warhammer is another iconic bit of kit. Even if you've never played a Warhammer game, chances are you know the armor and have seen it somewhere before. This armor is like the Fallout Power Armor kicked up to 11 in its stylization, and the Cog armor from Gears of War in how oversized it is. But if you wear that into battle, chances are it won't be a battle for very long. Augmented Reaction Suit, Vanquish. The Augmented Reaction Suit doesn't look special on its own. It was designed to surpass tanks and gives the wearer superpowers, pretty much. It essentially lets you move super fast, makes you strong as an ox, and lets you take a tank round to the face like it's nothing. But aside from just being fast, it also makes you super mobile, letting you slide all over the floor like Michael Jackson. Imagine if you filmed Smooth Criminal in this thing. Phasm Suit, Metroid Prime. Visually, the Phasm suit in Metroid Prime is pretty amazing. The front piece is a bright red, the top is a gunmetal grey with black arms and legs, and the inner thigh is in grey as well with a bright blue arm cannon. All of this really makes it shine. This suit gives the player a 50% damage reduction and resistances to blue phazon, making it more than practical. Mjolnir Mark 6 Halo. The Mjolnir Powered Assault Armor Mark 6 is both a mouthful and a classic suit of video game armor. It's the suit that Master Chief wears when he blasts aliens, and presumably doing everything else in life. Much like Warhammer, if you've never played Halo, you've probably at least seen this armor somewhere. It's simple in its green and black design with orange visor, but it's elegant and looks like it could be a piece of armor someday in the future. Zero's suit, Megaman. Zero's suit is like a better version of Megaman's own armor. The bright red pieces go so well with the yellow trim and white parts, making the whole suit stand out. Like Megaman, it comes with an arm cannon, but he's got a lightsaber too. And if it could come with that amazing ponytail, all the better. Grey Fox's exoskeleton, Metal Gear Solid 1. Grey Fox's exoskeleton is both a suit of armor and the only thing keeping Frank Jaeger alive. The armor was designed with a stealth camouflage, making Fox completely invisible. It also comes with an arm cannon and a sword, which are apparently vital to Japanese designed armors. Of course, the downside is that the suit has to be more or less fused to your body, since it's designed to keep a dead person alive. But whatever, totally worth it. Daedric armor, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. The Daedric armor in Skyrim is a direct descendant of the Madness armor in Oblivion. It's not covered in hundreds of faces unfortunately, but it's got that look all gamers like these days. It's almost completely black, but it saves room for the occasional blood-red slits through the chest as well. And this wouldn't be a piece of fantasy armor without a lot of sharp pointy bits on the arms and helmet. It's completely ridiculous, but you have to admit this is still kinda cool looking. Combat suit, Starcraft 2. At the risk of angering millions, the combat suit armor of Starcraft is pretty similar to that of the power armor in Warhammer 40k. It has a slightly less retro look and has a hole where there should be some kind of face guard, but other than that, it's the same. They're both bulky suits that look like they've swallowed their wearer, but that doesn't make the Starcraft armor any less cool, or say it with me, iconic. People have dedicated months to recreating this armor using cardboard boxes and 3D printing, so how great would it be to see this as real armor?
And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at Gaming Vault, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.